For as long as Super Smash Bros. For Wii U has been out, Little Mac has been considered a laughingstock. Bad for Glory Mac players are getting gimped and side being off the ledge as I speak. Countless montages have demonstrated Mac's terrible offstage game. The most recent Reddit customs on tier list put Little Mac in D tier, which would imply that he is one of the worst characters in the game. Little Mac is anything but bad. He's one of many characters that aren't being played to their potential at all. There's so much of Little Mac that players aren't taking advantage of. Mac has godlike frame data, dominant neutral game, and the best kill setups of any character. He is also quite possibly the best counterpick character in the game. Almost nobody knows how to fight against a good Little Mac because there are almost no good Little Mac players. KO Punch is a broken move that is completely underutilized for how easy it is to set up, and Mac's aerial combos and mix-ups bring his game to another level. This video will attempt to explain why Little Mac is extremely powerful when used right, and share some tips and tricks you may or may not know about the character. Little Mac and Zero Suit Samus are the only characters with frame 1 jabs, the fastest jab in the game. The difference between Mac's jab and ZSS's is that Mac's has ridiculous priority and can actually lead into serious punishment. His jab is so fast and ranged that it can easily break grabs and interrupt other moves. It also combos into Mac's kill setups, including his default up B. Both single hit and double jab into KO Punch are also true setups, depending on your opponent's percent and character. Sometimes your opponent will have a chance to shield for about a frame or two, but since KO Punch ignores shields, it doesn't matter, and they won't have time to spot dodge, roll, or jump away. It can also combo into his custom up B Rising Smash, which kills stupidly early. Jab also combos into down tilt, Mac's best move. Tied with Meta Knight, Ness, and Rob for fastest in the game, his down tilt creates enormous combos and puts your opponent under tremendous pressure. Down tilt is Mac's safest option in neutral, and grants him the most reward of any of his moves. Down tilt links into almost all of Mac's other moves. This includes his up B and his custom up B. And of course, it combos into KO Punch. This is probably your most safe and reliable way of getting a KO Punch off. Down tilt can also create aerial combos and strings with his forward air. Even though these aerial strings aren't guaranteed, you can use them to condition your opponent into expecting them, which can lead to an even bigger punish. If we're excluding Mega Man, Little Mac is the fastest forward tilt in the game as well. A lot of characters struggle with the speed and reach of Little Mac's forward tilt. Up tilt is a great anti-air and can combo into Rising Smash. Mac's smash attacks are what make him ridiculous though. They all have insane range, power, and of course, super armor. Down smash covers rolls like nobody's business and has very little cooldown. It also happens to be his best way to edge guard. Forward smash is pretty simple. You throw it out whenever your opponent throws out a move at you, and just super armor right through it. Little Mac has 3 variations on his forward smash. The standard forward smash where you don't angle at all, the upwards uppercut when you angle the control stick upwards, and a body blow when you angle it downwards. The body blow deals more damage and shield damage, but has very little knockback, so it can be used at mid percents to lead into another smash attack. The uppercut is best used if you can kill them off the top as opposed to off the side blast zones, and it's good as an anti-air. With that said, up smash is easily Little Mac's best anti-air option. And if you hit your opponent with the first frame of the attack, it has insane knockback. Little Mac has quirks on his B moves as well. His standard B, Straight Lunge, has super armor on startup, so you can use it to get out of grounded combos. Side B is one of your fastest ways to punish opponents, and remember, you can press B earlier to make the hitbox come out faster. Not to mention down tilt combos into it. If your opponent ever misses attack and you're close enough to them, go for a down air and you have a good chance of resetting them. This will make them get up slowly and you can do any attack you want. Little Mac's grab is notoriously terrible, but you can actually improve it with a technique called roll cancel grab. Perfect pivoting and jump cancel KO punch are also very useful techniques. I'll add a link in the description to guides for all these techniques. One thing you have to know when playing Little Mac is that almost none of his moves are safe on shield. As you can see here, a perfectly spaced F smash is still unsafe on Rosalina's shield as this game has no shield stun. The only move that is really safe is down tilt and sometimes jabs. So use these in neutral. Let's talk about Little Mac's most unsafe move and one that you should never be using in neutral, dash attack. Dash attacking an opponent in neutral will pretty much always get you punished, so try to do it as little as possible. You should only be using dash attack to punish your opponent when they're wide open. If your opponent is in the corner, don't just run at them recklessly with a smash attack or a dash attack. One simple back throw and a correct guess on your recovery and your stock can be gone at 0.
Step it up, Mac!
One thing the Mac players don't seem to understand is that having your opponent in the corner is actually an advantage. Pressure your opponent with your low cooldown moves like down tilt and jab. Pivot F smashes and F tilts are also great pressure as they cover the roll and don't put you in a disadvantageous position. If you do get thrown off the stage, make sure you recover properly to cover your mistakes. As long as you know you can make it, going low into your up B is often the best option, although mixing it up and going high can also work sometimes too. Just make sure to sweet spot the ledge with your up B or else your opponent can easily edgeguard you. As good as Mac is, he has some really difficult matchups due to his disadvantages. Certain stages and characters, when played correctly, are just so in the other character's favor that it's not even worth playing Little Mac. So I would recommend having a co-main with Little Mac or having another pocket character with him, because certain matchups are just almost unwinnable. With that said, I don't think most people actually know the matchup, which makes Little Mac a really scary character in this meta. I'm excited to see what Little Mac mains can do in the future because I think this character has tons and tons of potential.
Nice work, Mac. You got it all figured out.